morning, everybody. Today I'm going to do a video for my blog because it is part of my story, and actually it was inspired by my doctor. Yes, I have absolutely no makeup on. I do have my moisturizer on. I have a lot of lotion to keep it moisturized. Doesn't help much because steroids thin out your skin, so it gets wrinkly faster and it gets super dry and see-through. I'm looking as I'm videoing this, you can't really see how thin it is, but trust me, there's like broken veins right here. That's from the rosacea, that's from steroids. I get the little age spots everywhere quite easily because that's what steroids do too, making that skin real thin. Not a good thing for us women, no. So today's tutorial, when I walked into my doctor's office, she says, wow, I look at your hand and I see that it's so crooked, yet your face still looks good. I started laughing. She's like, how do you do your makeup like that? And I said, you know what? I thought about doing a YouTube video about it, doctor. She's like, you should, because I have many patients and, you know, they have their crooked hands and, well, you know. And she's like, and you still do your hair? I said, well, I do get a little bit of help with my hair from my husband, but I do the front part, but he does the back. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you how to do makeup with crippled hands, okay? Or crooked hands, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't bother me because I know I overcome it every day. So let's go. Here we go. The first step is to moisturize. I've already done that. And actually, people with thin skin or skin problems, this is what my doctor recommended, Blue Lizard. It has all kinds of good stuff in it. And I forget, a zinc. And I get on my glasses. Oh, titanium in there. So I don't know, extra good stuff. I use it and it really has helped me with my skin. So the first thing I'm going to do is you have to prep your skin first. You got to put all this primer stuff, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start priming it. And the first thing I'm going to use is my eye primer. So I'm just going to put a little dab up there using my straighter hand. And I've kind of got used to doing this. I don't know. It's just, you just learn to accommodate, adjust, I mean, as your body starts deforming. It's just life for me. So anyways, those of you with rheumatoid will completely understand what I'm saying, or those of you that have deformities in your hands for whatever reason. So just pat it down. Got the crooked finger, but you know what? You just adjust your hand to however you need to go. So I got that primer on. I just do it with my finger. You know, I've done makeup tutorials. I mean, I've watched them. You have certain brushes you use. You know what? I'm going to show you a whole new way. Use this green stuff, NYX, and that's supposed to help for the redness. So throw dabs on that. And it's a little messy, but believe me, I get it all straightened out in the end. But this is just how I have to do it. This is how I adjust. Just the way we go, dude. Just the way we go. And Tarte, like this one. This is actually their concealer. So I'm going to put a little bit. It's kind of thick, so put a little too much on and it goes really far. So to make it easier for myself, I kind of do everything at once and then I blend it all in. That's not the way tutorials of makeup professionals do it, but guess what? That's the way I do it, so work it out. Then I'll dab some makeup on, some regular foundation, and I've used every expensive, non-expensive one. I like Ageless, and that's funny because it's a cheaper one, and it's just one you can buy at any store like Walgreens, CVS, but I get mine at Ulta. Sorry, I just got you. Hold on, pause. Oops, sorry, I had to get something. But anyways, so I have actually, sorry about that little shot of my armpit, but anyways. Here we go, and just blending things in, and what you'll find is I actually use, like this is just it's not actually a concealer brush, but I just adjust. Whatever works for me, that's what's going to be happening. So I blend that in like that. But then I use my hands just to warm it up. And so I can get it everywhere because sometimes it's hard for me. And yes, I use my crooked hand. And I press it as much as I can get. I'll use my finger because if I don't, I'll get poked with the other fingers that are going in a bad direction. So little Justin, you just gotta turn. You gotta go with it. It's ridiculous, but you know what? I don't know. It's my normal. Then I'll get this one. This one's my, just found out the disease actually destroyed my rotor cuff. I do not own one anymore. People, I do not have a rotor cuff in my shoulder. So they are going to do a reverse shoulder replacement in about 6 months. So that's that story. So this is how you do it without having a rotor cuff and a crooked hand and a bad neck. I mean, I can go on, but look at. Let's just keep going. Putting a little CC cream just to add a little more coverage. This one's a MAC one. Actually, I like the NYX one better than the MAC, but I have this one, so I gotta use it. And what it does is, I don't remember, to tell you the truth. I just know I like it for extra coverage. They told me to buy it, and I bought it. I'm one of those, easy to convince. Bad. But now I got my girl Ashley that says, girl, stop spending unnecessary money and stop listening to everybody. I said, thank you, girl. That's my true friend. What you call a supportive friend. She takes care of me and hooks me up. Honestly, that's really where I got most of my little makeup tricks, because I never knew how to put makeup on until I met Ashley LaBella. Beautiful makeup artist. She doesn't say she is, but she is. All right, so hold on. What next? Let me hold on and let me get right back. Oh yes, I love this. I love this. It has a little thing in it, but you know what? I have another one. Sorry. This one there. We don't have a hole in that one. And that kind of just, it's like those beauty sponges. I have one of those too, but the stick helps me because it's hard for me to extend with no shoulder problems and all the physical problems I have. So it just blends that makeup in again. And I don't like a lot of foundation because the older you get, then you get wrinkles and stuff, and it gets all settled into it. It makes you look older. My biggest problem is around my mouth, but so we just make sure that it's all in. And this is around the lips. It's actually, it could be used as many things. It could be used as a highlighter, but I use it around the lips just to keep the color in. I don't know, but it works for us mature people. Hey, gotta go with, man, age happens, and you just blend that in along with the other foundation. There we go. So let me get the next step ready and I'll be back. Okay, the next step I do is my bronzer. Love this, and I swear by it. I just need to get a longer brush. It's about 60 bucks, but I'm going to get the generic for cheaper because it still does the same thing. Ain't into wasting money. I don't know about you. So, anyways, there we go. Hand kind of crooked, so we just holding it the way it works. So, there we go. It's at the bottom, so I have to give it a couple swirls. But then I just go from the ear down and put the bronzer on, and then let me get a little bit more color over here because there seems to be more than I usually have. I was dipping a little more than I do because I was talking, see? Gotta work on that multitasking skill. Alright, then just blend it in. Blend it in circular motions. You always want to go from the ear down to the mouth. When you're older, you just understand. I'm only 45, but I've aged a lot more just because of all the drugs, steroids, and disease. That's what it does. So if you're my age and you feel like you're not old, you're not. Don't trip. God, got a piece of the brush in my mouth. What the heck? What the heck? So it's a little bit much, but that's okay. We'll work that out at the end. I ain't got time. I got places to go. I gotta go cryo. So cryotherapy is one of the things I do to stay mobile. completely believe in it. And often I have to, hold on, I'm doing my tutorial, do that under my eyes because the makeup settles and I'm getting my wrinkles under my eyes. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. So there we go with the bronzer. And then the next step, let me get ready for that. I'm going to do some eyeshadow. Okay, I had to drink some water. Drink some water, people. Hydrate, 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 especially if your doctor has you on a steroid treatment. I'm trying to get off it. That's my ultimate goal in life. I might try some dabbling over the summer now that I'm on break. And I thought I was ready, but hold on, let me get the brushes. Okay, for the eyeshadows, I love this brand. Very good. These are my colors. Also, you want to stay away from the sparklies when you're older, because that's just going to settle in your wrinkles and make you look older. So don't do that. Just stay with matte colors. That's what I choose to do. So I'll put my base on. This is actually a concealer brush. This again, I'm adjusting it to how it can work for me. So I'm going to put that on my lids. Just a nice beige color, white, just beige color. Just to put a base because you need something to blend in. I'm not going to go real crazy on my eyeshadow today, like I said. Just kind of my everyday colors. Because I am just going to go cryo. If I want to add makeup on later, if I do something, I will. But this just to look presentable and decent. And actually, you know what? I don't really care of my natural look. I really don't, because I'm just so thankful to be alive and have another day. But it does help me feel better and get moving. So it's actually kind of a psyche kind of thing going on. Because it makes you feel like, you know what? I'm worth it. I'm worth getting up and helping myself look my best. So just a little bit of, okay, now I'm putting just a little bit of brown color in the crease on the, no, actually what I wanted to do, scratch that, is let me get this brush. I want to put it down on the lower lid right here. So, and I'm doing this with the arm that actually has no rotor cuff at all. So pretty amazing how God works and lets you keep going. So just put that right there. Again, not perfect, but you know what? That's the way it put it on for me. So that's the way I got to work with it. I can't get perfect, but that's my perfect. That's my rheumatoid perfect. Yes. And again, with the Cricut, see how I have to use a Cricut hand to do this side. It's just the way it works for me. It's just the way my body is. So you go with it. It's a little harder. It's not easy being me. There we go. That's enough. Not perfect, but there is no such thing as perfection, people. So get over it and don't try to aim for something that doesn't exist. A little counseling advice on the end. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to put the crease. But because I have, what do they call it? I forget what they call it. Basically, a droopy eye. So you want to make the illusion that you don't have that, so you put makeup a little bit higher where my crease is right here. I want to go a little bit higher, so to give that illusion. And I'm trying to think of what they call it. There's an actual name for it, and I just cannot think of it, but that's okay. I call it the droopy eye, but that's not what it's called. So I'm just going to put it just at the corners and blend, blend, blend. Sometimes I put it all the way over, but I think it looks better. It makes my eye a little bit bigger when I put it like this. So see, I have to kind of switch back and forth and see what works for me, because what starts hurting or how it could go on with whatever arm I can use, that's what I do, people. You just make it work. You keep going. Okay, so there it's on, and now I'm just going to look a little closer and blend in what I want to. For some reason, I always do this eye much better than this eye. I don't know. It's probably the physical way I could put it on. It's easier on this side using the straighter arm. I have to do the same thing, but with a Cricut arm. So I try to match them as best as possible. And then those makeup artists that are you know, actually makeup artists, they always emphasize blend, blend, blend. So we be blending. That'll work. I'm happy with that. Not perfect. Not as good as the makeup artist can get it, but you know what? It works for me. Again, see the foundation settling in my under eye wrinkles. Just pat that out. They say that your hand gives it like a warmth. That's why it will help better, but you don't want to do too much pushing and pulling because that'll cause more wrinkles. And who wants that? Not I. All right, so hold on. Let me get the next step. Eyebrows. I am not good at this. I'm just going to be honest with you, but I just do it to add an extra color thing. God, I still have pretty good, decent brows, but I'm going to have my niece help me with that over the summer. She's so beautiful, and we're going to have a makeup day, auntie and niece day, so that's going to be cool. So this one's a kind of funny one because I just kind of follow, oops, a little bit too much there. All my makeup comes from Ulta or Sephora. Those are just my two shops that I like to go to, and I find everything. So MAC, more for the younger folk. More for the younger folk. So basically just following my natural eyebrow, but filling in at the top. Give it a little bit of color, not a lot. I don't put a lot of this stuff on. Number one, I'm not very good at it. It's hard to do a straight line with crooked hands. But we handle our business good enough to hang out with the other people. Not hang out with, keep up with, I mean. Because if you don't want to hang out with me because I can't do makeup like everybody else, then you ain't my friend. I really don't want to hang out with you, quite frankly. That's just who I am. I keep it 100%. If you ain't real, you got to go. So let's see, we'll finish up this one, and then we will do, my favorite part is the eyeliner because, my favorite one because it gives color to my face because my face is so pale because I can't really go out in the sun with all the steroids. So I really messed up on this eyebrow, but it's easily fixable, so I let it be messed up, and then I just go with my finger and boom, fixed it. Okay, so there's that. I'm sure someone can help me with those eyebrows. Give me a little bit more tips, but that's how I do it today without your tips. Do with what I can do. And there we go. So it gives me color, and it's probably the hardest to put on with my hands and the way everything hurts and stuff. Eyeliner is probably the hardest for me to put on. This one's a gel pen. So I'm just going to go on the inner lines. I know I'm turning towards the mirror and you can't really see, but the point is, I think you can get the techniques I have to use that are very different from everybody else that has an able body. Okay, so you see? It's getting there, right? Now I'm okay. And understand, I'm an elementary counselor, so I work with kids. Kids are completely frank and honest, so, you know, I'm just saying. If you look rough, guess what they're going to tell you? And that's okay, because some days I have my bad days. I said, well, I'm not feeling too good. Oh, yeah, Miss Torres. They're understanding, too. As honest as they are, understanding and compassionate, too. I love working with kids. That is my passion. Anyone who knows me, give me a kid, and I'll show you a talent, a strength, and a beautiful child. A beautiful jewel for the world to see. Doing a little motivational talking while I'm doing this, right? That, and then to get in the inside, this is what's hard, because I'm a blinker. Oh my God. So if I look down, for some reason I can keep my eye open a little bit better. And I just keep going until I like it. And there's this eye. I have to look down. It's the only way. Without, I will constantly blink. Poked it. And that's the problem. Then I get watery eyes and I have to reapply. So let me reapply and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the eyeliner on. Now for mascara. I love this one. I don't have my glasses, so I'm not reading you the labels, but maybe another day. So there we go with that. I have been using, which is a lash boost. That's been amazing. So that's been fun. My lashes are growing. Super excited about that. I do need to blend that in a little more, but that's okay. One thing at a time. Let's just look at one swipe. Woo, hello. Oh, Lordy. That lash booster, I'm telling you, I need to start selling that. If you guys see my before and afters, this stuff, it's expensive, but it really, really works. And I can't apply fake lashes because my hands are crooked. I can't do it. I've tried. I used to be able to. And then I'm like, look, you're going to love me like this because this ain't happening. Got a little excess right there, so let me get that out. Let me just, I don't know why I do that. You actually don't have to move your lips. It's just a habit, I think. So there's one lash. Can you see me? Because I can see you. This is the unique one. I mean, come on. That's some talent right there. You can put mascara on like this. You don't need a lot with this lash booster. You don't barely need any mascara. It's just amazing. Oh Lord, big old blob of mascara. But do I see more? No, because I can always fix it. And I always do. It's just my morning routine. I do a lot of fixing. It's a little clumpy, so hold on right there. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. A little bit too much on that side. But see, you see, this is always my challenging side. That's the harder side to put makeup on. So let me get this blotch out and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Got the blotch out. It actually went out real fast. So I wanted a little tiny bit darker on my eyes. So I'm going to go in with a darker color with this brush. And it's like called a C brush or something. I like it. It's super simple for me to use. So I kind of just put it where I want it. And then I'll blend it in a minute. And I always have my Christian music motivating me in the background. Why? Because that's who motivates me. My Heavenly Father always gets me through another day. God bless me for having a great Father. I am blessed. Blessed beyond my brokenness. That's my hashtag. You'll always see it. And sometimes I use my blessed even in brokenness. Story of my life. Story of my life. And I'm sure some of you completely understand because you walk the same path I do in your own unique way. But you know what? We're not alone. We're not alone in our struggles. And that's the important thing. And I'm just going to blend it. Blend, 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 blend. This isn't a blending brush, but I have to use it because my arms are getting weak. And so whatever is going to be because that's all I have left in my body to give myself today. So that's it. That's all we got. Now for the lips, we're simply going to do a lip liner. You gotta be careful because as I'm sitting here, I usually bust out in song. Can't sing worth a darn, but I don't want to do that to y'all this morning, so I get excited. I hear the words and I want to sing with him. Ouch. Color Pop, some Color Pop lipstick. Like I said, I can't read you the names because I don't have my glasses and I can't see without them, so. Color Pop is really the only lipstick I use, and it's actually the cheapest. It's $5. I've used all the expensive ones, but Ashley has taught me to use what works. It doesn't have to be expensive to work, so I love my girl. Saving me some money and still making me, helping me look decent. So let me blend that in, and I'll be right back. And now the last piece, finally, so I can get going here, is makeup does a world of difference, even if you don't get it on like the professionals. you do it your best. And you know what? As long as you love yourself, you have a good self-esteem, you're going to be just fine. I own my look because I know how hard it is for me to get here, but I do it again, not for others, for me, because it just helps me. When you put your all into yourself, you're giving yourself this message. That's highlighter, by the way, that you're worth it. And so when I do that, I just feel better, and it's like I can get up and live another day no matter how much pain I am in, and quite a lot of pain. You know, I just have 2 broken ribs I've been living with. I just found out I knew something hurt, and no rotor cuff, so my shoulder does not exist like your guys's do. But doing things like this for myself helped me keep going. So that's it for today. So there I am. No, it's not like the professional makeup artist, but you know what? It works for me. I'm happy with it, and it helps me get through another day. So hope you enjoyed watching, especially if you have limitations like myself. Oh, and don't forget, so it lasts, you just do a finishing spray, so again, it doesn't get stuck in the wrinkles and all that good stuff. And looking for mascara, I have to touch it up a little bit, but boom, there you go. Ready for the day. I'm gonna go cryo, and I have to keep exercising. I got 6 months to work with this pain to get me through 6 months. So happy, for me, it's a happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Bye, God bless.